The Bhagavad Gita does not begin with God. It begins with wisdom. It does not begin with answers. It begins with a man who cannot breathe. His name is Arjuna. Arjuna is important to understand because he is not extraordinary. He is not chosen because he is the strongest or the purest. He is chosen because he is human. By the time the war of Kurukshetra is about to begin, Arjuna has already done everything. So the society asks for a perfect man. He has trained for years. He has followed discipline. He has respected elders. He has lived by moral values. He has stood on the side of dharma. And yet, the most important moment of his life, he collapsed. When Arjuna asks Krishna to take the chariot between the two armies, he expects clarity. What he receives instead is a paralysis. Standing there, he does not see enemies. He sees families' faces, teachers who shaped him, elders who protected him, relatives who once loved him. And suddenly, the war stops being a battle between the right and the wrong. It becomes a battle between duty and emotion. Arjuna's hands begins to tremble. His mouth dries up. His body refuses to cooperate. This is not the fear of death. This is the fear of living with what comes after. He begins to question everything he once believed in. What is the value of victory if it costs my soul? What is the meaning of righteousness if it destroys my family? Is the duty still a duty when it feels cruel? This moment is critical because it reveals something uncomfortable. Even the most ethical people break when emotions overpower logic. Arjuna's suffering is not caused by ignorance. It is caused by attachment. He is attached to people, attached to outcomes, attached to being seen as moral. An attachment, the Gita tells us, is the root of inner conflict. Arjuna does not say, "I'm afraid to fight." He says, "I do not see any good coming from this." This is the voice of a person who has overthought life to the point to collapse. In the modern terms, Arjuna is a person who says, "I know what is right, but I can't do it. I understand the situation, but my heart won't allow me. I'm stuck." This is why Arjuna is timeless. He represents the moment when intelligence fell to give peace. At this point, Arjuna makes a decision that defines the entire Bhagavad Gita. He drops his bow. Dropping the bow is symbolic. It is not weakness. It is a surrender of control. For the first time in his life, Arjuna admits, "I don't know what to do." And this is where Gita truly begins. Because wisdom does not enter a mind that thinks it already knows. It enters the mind that is exhausted from pretending. Arjuna turns to Krishna and says something revolutionary. "I'm confused. I'm broken. Guide me." This single sentence transforms Arjuna from the warrior into a student. Gita is not spoken to confident people. It is spoken to those who have reached the limit of their understanding. Arjuna's mistake was not caring too much. It was identifying himself only as a role. He thought he was a son, a student, a warrior, a protector. But when these roles collided, his identity collapsed. The Gita introduced a dangerous truth here. Your suffering increases when your identity is too narrow. Arjuna believed he was responsible for controlling outcomes. He believed that the success and the failure were his burden. This belief crushed him. The war was inevitable. The justice had already begun. The consequences were already in motion. But Arjuna wanted a world where no one suffered. The reality does not work that way. This is why Arjuna does not immediately comfort Arjuna. It allows him to break. Because only after breaking does the real question arises: who I am beyond the fear. Arjuna's story teaches us something deeply uncomfortable. Being a good person does not guarantee inner peace. Ethics without clarity creates guilt. Responsibility without detachment creates anxiety. And action without understanding creates burnout. Arjuna is not punished for his confusion. He is honored for admitting it. This chapter ends not with a solution, but with the silence. Krishna has not yet spoken, and that silence is important. Because before the wisdom arrives, confusion must be felt. Before answer arrives, the ego must fall. Before Gita speaks, Arjuna must empty himself. And this is where we pause, because the next chapter is not about the war. It is not about the duty. It is not about the morality. It is about identity. In the next chapter, Krishna finally speaks, not to motivate Arjuna, not to console him, but to dismantle the idea of who Arjuna thinks he is.